Just begin to rock from side to side. There we go. Okay. Good. Yeah, and take a moment, kind of to just check in with your body, just seeing what you're working with today. Every day is a new day. Every part of the day too is always, challenging as well too, kind of checking in to see how you're feeling. Oh, good. Yeah, so just give yourself a nice big hug here. Take a nice big deep inhale in through your nose, and then a big exhale out through your mouth. Inhaling in through your nose, big sigh of relief out through your mouth. Good. Inhaling in through your nose, big exhale out through your mouth. Okay, good. And then taking your knees, and you're going to separate them. We're just going to make some circles here with our legs. Okay, so just circling your knees and your hips around a few times. And again, these can be small circles. They don't have to be big. Good. Just whatever feels good for your hips here. And then let's slowly reverse the circles, going in the opposite direction, just nice and gentle. Okay, good. And right away, okay, bring your legs together and let's twist, okay? So let's go ahead and bring our knees over to the left. Arms can reach out nice and long out to the sides here, and then let your focus fall wherever your head and your neck feels like it, okay? I'm gonna start by looking at my left hand here, okay? And I'm just kind of sitting some focus into my right shoulder to start to relax a little bit. And then I'm gonna start to shift my focus up towards the sky, pause here for a little bit. And I don't know, I'm going to try to look to the right. It may happen, it may not. But again, you're welcome to kind of follow in my path if you'd like, or you can go straight to looking to the right. That's totally fine. I'm just going to take another deep breath in. And then I'm going to let my focus slowly start to turn to the right. Yeah, so I'm just taking my time. My neck, it did not feel tight a second ago, and now it's feeling a little tight. Okay, so again, just checking in with your body, right? It's changing every moment of the day, right? Good. A few more deep breaths here. Okay, great. And then on your next inhale, fill up. And then slowly start to shift back to the center, and then we'll just twist to the other side. So knees are going to fall over to the right. And again, take your time, let your arms adjust, resettle in, feeling this nice expansiveness through your chest. You can take your time looking to the left, okay, or taking your time to pause, look to the right for a few breaths, then look up towards the sky. Good. Maybe you look to the left, maybe you don't. Good. Just let this twist feel really good, okay? Really use your breath. So nice big deep inhales in, big exhales out. Okay, good. And even though we may not be doing a ton of vinyasas and push-ups, okay, and rigorous movements all at once, okay, we're really going to focus on our breath. So when we are flowing and moving, that we're taking nice big full deep inhales in and big exhales out, just like we are here as we're holding the postures. Okay, so when we start to go into our standing sequence, we want to really focus on our breath. Okay, so let's stay for another inhale in. Exhale, we'll slowly release, coming out of the twist. Okay, and then we're going to just re-hug ourselves again, just giving ourselves a nice big hug here. Okay, great. From here, we're going to rock forward and backwards a few times just to come on up to a seated position. And we'll start with our right leg crossed in front once we get up there. Good. Okay, so right leg will cross in front, just sitting here in easy pose. Sit up nice and tall. Let's roll the shoulders back just a few times. Okay, shifting your shoulders and your head over your hips. So again, you're sitting up nice and tall, standing up nice and tall, right? This will translate to standing. And then from here, we're just going to walk forward, folding over this right hip, this right leg, or over your legs, concentrating on the right side, okay? Good, just breathe here. And then let's walk our hands just a little bit over to the left, so away from your front foot. Okay, so we're gonna walk over towards the left diagonal. Good. And then just notice, maybe get a nice little stretch to the outer right hip. I feel this a lot in my back. My back's always a little tight, so I feel this through the right side body, back body. Okay, good. Slowly come back to the center. We'll rise on up. Right leg is just going to move out to the right. Okay, so we're making like a nice little check mark position here. The left sole of the foot is on the inside of the right leg. Arms reach out to the sides, and we'll just side bend. Right hand down, left arm up and over. Okay. Yeah, and this can be small. Again, does not have to be big. Just really thinking about keeping your shoulders stacked on top of each other, so you don't want to drop this left shoulder down. You want to keep rolling the left shoulder up towards the sky. Okay, good. Inhale in, exhale, release, just switching to the other side, left hand down, right arm up and over. Good. And if your right hip lifts up a little bit, that's okay for today, okay? You can kind of let it hang a little bit. Good. We're just being a little gentle here to start off with, okay? Good. Inhale in, exhale, slowly release. Sitting up again, nice and tall. Roll the shoulders back. And again, keep this nice alignment here. Okay, we're gonna move the right hand in the inside of the right leg, okay? So that we can just lean over just a little bit. We'll drop the right ear to right shoulder. Okay, good. And then again, you're welcome to stay here. A little bit goes a long way, right? This is all about the neck stretching. If you'd like, you can take this left hand and you can just do a little wave going forward and backwards here for a little extra stretch. Good. Through that left side. I love this new neck stretch, okay? I know it's not new, but it's new for me and my series. I'm really enjoying this stretch here. Good. Check in with your breath. Are you breathing? Good. And then I'm going to take my right hand and just help lift my head back up in line with my spine. Okay, arms are going to reach up over my head, twisting towards your bent knee. Right hand comes across to the left knee, sitting up nice and tall. Okay, again, you are welcome to stay here or maybe look over your left shoulder. Okay, those are two options. Our third option is to add a head and neck circle here. Okay, so you can circle the head around and, notice while you're twisting here, you may not be able to do big circles. They might be really small and slow. Okay, I'm probably just going to do 3 circles with my head here in one direction. And then I'm going to reverse the circles going in the opposite direction. And only if that feels good, okay? Normally when we twist like this, it feels pretty constricted. So only do it if it feels good, okay? Okay, great. And then slowly, after your last one, realign, retwist, maybe look back over that left shoulder. Inhale in, exhale, release. Okay, and we'll switch to the other side, okay, with the left ankle crossed in front. Sitting up nice and tall, okay, so just reassuring that alignment. So when we come up to standing, we're ready to like balance in our standing sequence. Good, shoulders back, head right up over your pelvis. Good, inhale in. Exhale, slowly start to fold forward over your legs and your hips. Good. Nice big deep. Big exhales out. And then let's walk our hands away from the front leg. So just a little bit over towards the right diagonal. Okay. Yeah, and maybe just notice your sides. Maybe notice a big difference, no difference at all. Maybe you're more open or tighter on the side. Okay, just checking in. right? Because that's what we're always doing in our practice. We're always, discovering new things, learning about our body, learning about, our habits, things that we do habitually without even knowing, right? It's just part of what we do every day. Good. Those rituals, right? I always pick up my coffee with my right hand. I never switch it up. Okay, walk your hands back to the center, rise on up, sit up nice and tall. And then again, this left leg's just gonna reach out to the left, just ever so slightly. Arms reach out, and then just side bending, okay? Left hand down, right arm up and over. Again, nice big side body stretch. Good. And it honestly doesn't matter which way you go because we're just going to reverse it anyways. We'll go to the opposite side. Okay, good. Inhale in, exhale slowly, release, going to the other side, side bend, stretching the other direction. Good. Okay, rising back up. Okay, good. And then again, just reassure those shoulders rolling back, sitting up nice and tall. Left hand's going to move into the inside of the left leg. Okay, we're going to just bend just ever so slightly. We're just kind of hinging over just a little bit to drop our left ear to our left shoulder. Okay, and again, keep dropping the shoulders down. So we don't want to creep the shoulders up. Keep resting them and pressing them down. Good. And then again, you're welcome to stay here, or you can add a little wave with the right hand. Just moving from the sides of your mat. Good, moving nice and slow. You'll really feel a difference in the stretch if you move a little bit slower with that right hand. Good, breathing, releasing. Okay, and then let's go ahead and take that left hand to help lift your head up. Arms are going to reach up over your head, twisting towards your bent knee. Okay, good. Twisting, pressing into that right knee. Good. And then again, looking over your right shoulder, looking forward. Okay. Or you can add some head neck circles. And again, go really gentle here, circling your head around. Good. And again, these can be very slow and they can be very small also. Okay. Good. I'm just doing about 3 in each direction. Good. Ooh. Discovering new cracks and also like new tightness. Okay. Good. All right. And then again, once you finish your circles, just reassess, realign here to like retwist just a little bit. Take a nice big deep inhale in, exhale, slowly release. Okay, then we'll just bring our legs back in. We'll make our way onto all fours into tabletop. I didn't forget anything, did I? Okay, checking in with my mom. Okay, make sure I didn't forget anything. Okay, let's just do a nice little round of cat and cow here. Good, and use whatever breath you want to use, okay? So, usually I say like inhale in to arch up and then exhaling, rounding your spine. But if that's not working for you today, just breathe however you want to and what feels good for you in your cat and cow. Okay, good. Okay, coming into neutral tabletop. Right arm is going to reach up towards the sky. Okay. And then let's thread the needle. Right arm under the left, dropping down onto your right shoulder. Good. And again, any variation of your left arm that you want to take, go for it. Okay, square the hips. So you want to bump the hips a little bit to the right. You can walk those left fingertips to the top of the mat. Arm up over your head, maybe reaching back behind your back if you'd like. Good. Just breathe here. Let's take 2 more deep breaths in, inhaling in, exhaling out. Last one, inhaling in, Exhaling out. Left hand back under your shoulder, grounding down to unwind. Right arm back up towards the sky, and then lowering your right hand down. Good. Threading the needle on the left side. Left arm reaches up towards the sky. Left arm under your right, dropping down onto your shoulder. Good. Good, everyone. Square the hips, bump your hips just a pinch to the left, and then choosing whatever arm variation you'd like to take. It can be different, does not have to be the same. And then again, we're going to hold here for about 5 slow, deep breaths. Good. Filling up, finding that rhythm of your breath. Good. 2 more deep breaths. Right hand lowers back under your shoulder to unwind. Take your time. Left arm reaches back up towards the sky. And then lowering your arms back down. Good. From here, we're going to make our way into downward facing dog. Take your time. And feel free to, be playful here in your downward dog. Sway your hips. Okay. Pedal your feet out. Rock from side to side. Good. Yeah. Have some fun in your downward dog here. Okay. I'm not too worried about how long it is or how short it is. If it feels better to have a shorter stance or knees bent, that's great. Just choose a dog that feels good for you. Good. And just breathe. Okay, good. Okay, from here, let's look up at our hands. We'll slowly walk to the top of our mat. Take your time, okay? And then something just a little new and different for us here at first, okay? So we're going to bend our knees, okay? Hips are going to lower down a little bit. We're going to bring our elbows and our forearms on top of our quads, okay? So it's just lifting up our chest and our upper body, almost like Ardha Uttanasana, like halfway lift, okay? So we're going to keep our elbows, forearms glued to our quads. Okay, and the only thing moving really is like our knees and our hips, okay? But our spine is still in this, maintains the same space here, okay? So we're just gonna pulse a little bit, okay? So we're just gonna do like a little bend, and straighten, and maybe your straighten doesn't go all the way, and that's okay, okay? And we're just gonna keep doing that. We're gonna bend straight. So this is a little bit of a hamstring opener and strengthener, okay? So we're finding this release, contraction, and lengthening of the hamstrings, okay? So when we're bending our knees, we got a nice little contraction, and then we get a little release for the hamstring stretch. Good. We're just gonna keep pulsing like this, okay? And notice, right? Just again, you're only moving the knees, the hips follow, obviously, and then your torso stays the same, right? So it's like when our hips lift, the crown of our head goes towards our toes. Good. Okay, let's do about 2 more of these. A little bounce, bounce, lift. And again, it's really just delicate. So you get a nice, gentle stretch of the hamstrings. And I actually feel like a nice release in my low back when I do this too. Okay. Okay, go ahead on your last one. Release your hands down. Okay, straighten your legs as much as you can. Okay, so you get that nice big hamstring stretch. Let's bend our right knee. Right hand grounds, and you can always use a block. Left arm's going to reach up towards the sky, so just twisting open here. Good, and then switching sides. Left knee bends, left hand grounds, right arm reaches up towards the sky. Good, exhaling, folding forward, forward fold. Slowly rise up to come up to standing Norway. Arms will reach up over your head. And exhaling, hands at your heart center. Good. Inhaling, arms reach up over your head. Let's do a little cactus arms here, okay? So go ahead and just bend your elbows, open up your chest here. Good. Soft knees, interlace your hands behind your back. Roll your shoulders, and let's just do a little chest expansion, forward fold. Okay. So getting into hamstrings again, and then the shoulders and the chest. Nice. Releasing the arms down. Good. Right leg steps back, low lunge. Okay. Back knee lowers down. When you are ready, arms can reach up over your head. Okay, take your time. Okay, and really think about this right hip flexor. Okay, I really want us to focus on opening up the front of the hips here. Okay, yeah. Good, just breathe. Good, and then we're just gonna do just a little balancing. Okay, so cactus arms again. We're gonna interlace our hands behind the back. Roll the shoulders, see if you can reach those knuckles back. We're gonna straighten this front leg. Okay, so you're gonna shift your hips back, straighten the left leg as best as you can. We're gonna fold over the left leg for half split, but it may look a little bit different. You may not be able to go down as far, and that's okay, all right? So just a little balancing. Good. Let's stay for the inhale. Exhaling, release the arms, bend back into that front leg for low lunge again. Take your time. Arms will reach up over your head when you're ready. Good, and then now we'll release the hands around the left foot. Again, straighten the left leg for half split. Okay, so feeling how it feels a little bit different without the bind here. Good, a few more deep breaths here. I'm adding a pointing the flexing of the foot. Again, you're welcome to do that as well. I'm just adding a little extra stretch for my calf and my ankle. Okay, we're gonna bend back into this front leg. Okay, we're gonna tuck the back toes under, we're gonna lift the back knee up. Hands are gonna move into the inside of the left foot. We're gonna walk to the long edge of our mat for wide leg forward fold. Okay, toes in, heels out. And then just soften your forward fold here. Good. Bending your knees, swaying your hips, moving around a little bit. Yeah, all of this is welcome. Bringing your hands under your shoulders, lift up a little bit here, okay? We're gonna turn our heels in, toes out. We're gonna bend our knees, okay? So we're coming to like a nice big squat. Hands are gonna join your quads to help you come on up. And again, you're just like in this nice big plie squat here, okay? Hands can be whatever direction feels good, okay? And we're just gonna drop one shoulder in and switch just back and forth, okay? And again, we're just gonna go nice and slow here. You know, so you get a nice stretch in your shoulder, but also I feel like a nice stretch in my back, right? Like the backside of my backside, the backside of my backside, back and side body, right? Yeah. Good. Oh, all right. Getting in those legs, everybody. Okay, good. Okay, coming back, finish up, make sure, you feel nice and complete here. Okay, from here, we're just going to straighten the legs, a little star pose action, okay? Nothing fancy, okay? We're just gonna turn our toes towards the top of the mat again, so towards the left, okay? We're gonna frame our hands around that left foot. We're going to step back, downward facing dog, okay? And again, downward dog your way. If you want a vinyasa, yes, do that. Push up into your back bend. Awesome. Okay, yeah. Well, I'm going to throw a couple in after this little series, okay? All right, looking up at your hands, slowly walking, stepping to the top of your mat, okay? Bending your knees, joining your elbows to your quads, okay? And again, we're just going to do this little pulse straighten, again, for the hamstring strength. Okay, legs can be hip distance apart when you do this. They can also be wider if you want to go a little bit wider. I'm just pulsing and lifting my hips up. I'm going to try this round a little bit wider just to see how it feels. Good, so there's that strength and release as we're pulsing here. And again, remember, you may not totally straighten your legs, and it's not really about that. It's about, maintaining the length of your spine. Automatically that happens when you do this with your elbows on your quads. I learned this from a physical therapist, actually. It's a good one for the hamstrings to open up. Okay, let's do one more. I feel like I'm in like an 80s class when I do it though, like an old like step aerobics class. Okay, from here, fold forward, and then again, bend the right knee, your right hand down, left arm reaches up towards the sky, twisting it out. And switching sides, left hand down, left knee bends, right arm reaches up towards the sky. Good, exhale, release. Slowly rise up to come up to standing, take your time. Arms reach up over your head. Good, exhaling, hands at your heart center. Inhaling, arms reach up. Cactus arms. Interlace the hands behind your back. Roll your shoulders, soften your knees to fold forward, forward fold. Okay, good. Hands release down. Left leg's going to step back, low lunge this time. Good. Take your time, back knee lowers, roll the shoulders, lift the chest, the heart. Good. Take your time. Cactus arms. Good. Interlace your hands behind your back. Roll your shoulders. Lift up through your chest. We'll straighten the front leg for half split. Okay? Yeah, go slow. It may not be perfect, and that's okay. We'll get to the full stretch after this, but just a little bit of active balancing here with the bind. Okay, arms and leg release at the same time. Coming back into your low lunge. Take your time. Arms will reach back up over your head. Stay for the inhale. Exhaling, hands frame the front foot. Hips shift back. Half split on the right side. Good. And again, any circles with the ankle, flexing and pointing. Just doing a little bit of rocking. Yeah, just breathe. Good, a few more deep breaths. Okay, good, everyone. Right leg is going to bend. Okay, tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee up, hands on the inside of that right inner thigh. Okay, we're gonna walk to the long edge of the mat. Toes in, heels out. Nice big forward fold here. Yeah, and again, if you want to bend your knees a few times, that's awesome. Go for it. Good. Breathing here. Okay, great. And then from here, go ahead and bring your hands back under your shoulders. We're going to lift up about halfway, okay? And then we're just going to make our way again back to the right side, okay? So you're just going to walk your hands around that right foot. We're going to step back, downward facing dog. Good. Again, downward dog your way. Okay, so, you know, our little bounce stretch, the bending of the knees and then the hips lifting. Okay, hopefully you're now kind of noticing the effects of that in your downward dog here. Okay, hopefully the hamstrings start to feel a little bit more free, a little lift in the hips. Okay, good. Looking up at your hands, we're going to slowly walk to the top of our mat. Again, nice and slow, take your time. Inhaling, lift up halfway. Exhaling, folding forward, forward fold. Inhaling to slowly rise up to come all the way up standing. Arms up over your head. And exhaling, hands at your heart center. Okay, good. From here, we're going to make our way into tree pose, okay? Grounding through the left foot. Right knee is going to move gently just out to the right. Okay, and then just come into tree your way, okay? Yeah. So we're going to move into a warrior series after this. So you just want to make sure you have some space to step back from your tree here. Okay, arms are going to reach up over your head. Rooting down, balancing. Okay. Your right leg is going to step back, warrior two. Take your time, open up, make any adjustments, okay? It does not have to be perfect landing or anything, okay? Okay, good. From here, Bending into this left leg, okay? Rolling the shoulders back, looking over your left hand. Breathe. Now you're doing the right side. Yeah, you got it. Okay, from here, we're gonna straighten the left leg. Triangle pose, left fingertips reach forward, gentle hand on your shin, right arm up towards the sky, okay? And again, this doesn't have to be your deepest triangle. We're just gonna move through this nice little warrior series here, okay? Breathe. Okay. From triangle, left knee bends, okay? So here's our bent triangle, okay? Extended side angle. Left hand can stay in front of that left foot, or you can bring your left forearm onto your quad, okay? I'm gonna do a little mix, okay? I'm gonna keep my left hand down on a block, and I'm gonna bring my right arm, and I'm gonna sweep it back to behind my low back, okay? I'm gonna roll my right shoulder up towards the sky, just so I start to get a little bit more of a chest opener here, okay? Not to mention, this is like, I'm feeling this in my left hamstring, okay? Distracting it with the left shoulder and the right shoulder. Good, breathe here. Good, everyone. Okay, nice full deep breath. Okay, release this right arm up towards the sky. Okay, we're gonna stand up. Okay, so we're gonna come back up, warrior two, straighten the left leg. We're gonna reach this left arm up towards the sky, just reaching, nice big space here, reaching back. Good, turn those left toes in. We're gonna circle all the way around. So touching your right toes, coming back to the long edge of your mat. And there we are again in our wide leg forward fold. Good. Good. Okay, and always feel free, you know, I'm practicing tonight on like a yoga mat and carpet. So if you need to shorten your stance, you know, just be mindful that you can move your feet around and do not have to be perfect, okay? Adjust as you need to. Okay, good. From here, hands under the shoulders, lift up halfway. Okay, we're gonna walk again to the top of our mat, okay? Left foot, walk your hands over to the left. We're going to step back plank pose this time, okay? Take your time, step back plank. Good, your version of chaturanga, knees down, okay? Straight legs, whatever you need to, lower down all the way, coming up into Sphinx pose here first, okay? Yeah, and if you've already done, you know, a couple of vinyasas, you're welcome to do a bigger back bend. I'm gonna start off with just a little bit lower, okay? Okay. Good. Okay, everyone meet in Sphinx. Okay, pressing your hips down, and we're gonna look to the right, look at your toes, look to the left, try to look at your toes, and we're just gonna go back and forth, looking to the right, look at your toes, look to the left, so really look over to the left, let your torso move a little bit from side to side. Okay, so that's like our side bending action on our bellies though, okay? Yeah, so really try to look at your left, at your feet all the way in the back. Yeah, let's do one more on each side. Good, coming back to the center, lowering down. We're gonna press back, downward facing dog. Okay. Inhaling, looking up at your hands, slowly walking to the top of your mat. Lengthen up halfway. Exhaling, folding forward, forward fold. Inhaling to slowly rise up to come all the way up to standing. And then exhaling, arms and hands at your heart center, okay? Second side, tree pose, okay? Grounding for your right foot. Left knee turns out to the left, okay? So you're gonna bring your left leg up, whatever height, okay? It doesn't have to be high, just finding a little bit of a balance here, okay? Because we know the, you know, standing sequence is already like enough balance as it is, okay? So go to your tree. Arms can reach up over your head. Good. Tree leg, that left leg, okay? You're gonna step it back. Warrior two, okay? Whoa. This warrior two on this side, a little crazy. Okay, take your time, adjust as you need to, okay? Good, really ground to this right foot, nice big bend in the right knee, shoulders back, looking over those right fingertips, okay? Breathe here. Here's your strength. Here's your power. Okay, our warrior strength. And breathe. Okay, good. Right leg straightens, triangle pose, Utthita Trikonasana. Reaching forward, fingertips to your shin, left arm up towards the sky, okay? You know, we're not staying too long, just finding all this space through our side bodies. Inhale in, right leg bends, coming into extended side angle, okay? So here's our bent triangle. Good, left arm can stay where it is. You can wrap it behind your back. You can always come up onto your right forearm as well too on that right quad. Okay. So whatever variation you would like to take. Good, breathe here. Good. This is our nice big peak posture, okay? Okay. Re-release your left arm back up towards the sky. Okay, come up to standing, warrior two. Straighten the right leg. We're gonna reach back, right arm reaches up towards the sky. So a little reverse action here. Turn those right toes in. We're gonna keep reaching to the left. We're gonna circle around, a little half circle, circling halfway around to the long edge of the mat. And here's our final wide leg forward fold. Oh, any version you all wanna take. Grabbing your ankles, your big toes, walking your hands through your legs. Awesome. You can even walk your hands forward for a nice big wide leg downward dog, whatever you'd like to do here in this wide leg forward fold. Good. Good, everyone. Okay. Lots of strength, lots of blood flow moving through the whole body today. Okay. Let's walk those hands under our shoulders to lift up. We're going to walk our hands back to the top of the mat. So hands around the right foot. Stepping back plank pose. Okay. Here's our second vinyasa, or maybe fourth or fifth one from for you. Okay. We're going to lower down. Chaturanga. Again, your version. Knees down. Good. And then we'll come up into a little bit bigger back bend this time. Maybe cobra, maybe upward facing dog. Good. Okay, take a nice big deep inhale in, exhaling, releasing. We'll make our way back into downward facing dog. Okay. All right. All right, all of that work, okay, all for the ooey gooey yummy stuff, okay? All right, let's go ahead and do, we just did our right leg, right? Okay, so we'll start with the left leg. We're gonna come into pigeon pose on the left side, okay? So left knee is gonna come up towards your left ankle, excuse me, your left wrist. Oh my gosh. Body parts, I tell you, body parts are hard for me today. Okay, and then go ahead and walk that right leg back. Good, sitting up nice and tall first. Okay, so again, so you wanna find this nice little like cobra action, Sphinx pose. Okay, and then slowly start to fold over that left leg. Okay. Okay, and we're gonna hold this for a few minutes. Okay, so definitely, you know, get comfortable, but also know that you don't have to stay completely still. Okay, I talked a little bit about this last week, you know, like know when you're fidgeting, right? Like I'm going to fix my ponytail. Okay, that's not really like intentional moving, right? I want to move, maybe like sway my hips. Okay, maybe I need to move like my upper body so I can find like a release in my chest and in my back. Okay, I want to move with intention that's supporting my practice. Okay. And that might mean finding stillness. It might mean finding a little bit of movement. We're not checking out, right? We're staying present in our body, noticing any sensation coming up, noticing any resistance. That's really important too, right? A lot of, I know I said that this is like the ooey gooey yummy stuff, but when we do the ooey gooey yummy stuff holding, a lot of stuff comes up, right? Like maybe some emotions. This is like maybe your one time this week that you actually get to like release tension and a stress, and that comes in all different forms. Okay. So notice resistance, notice release. Okay, these are all good things. Okay, all good things. You're honoring your body. Hot flashes count too. Okay, I always get like a hot flash or like a heat kind of hits my body right when I get into the spot of release. Okay, so yeah, feel all the feelers, feel all the things. And especially after that really strong active practice with our legs, it's really nice to find some stillness and, stay put for a little bit. Okay, we're going to slowly start to walk our hands in under our shoulders. We're going to come out of pigeon pose however you like. Downward dog, a vinyasa. It may just be cat and cow. Okay. So come out of your pigeon on that left side, however you need to. Okay. Good. And then we'll reverse and we'll go to the other side. Our right knee towards our right wrist or ankle if you can't remember what your wrist is called. Okay. You can call it your ankle. It's all right. All right. And then let's come into that back bend just for a moment. So try to lift up. Okay. I promise, is really good for our spine. Okay. To be in this way, to find that release through the front of the left hip. Okay. Good. Stay for the inhale. Exhaling, slowly fold forward. I know I get a lot of resistance in my body personally when I do any back bending. Okay. Good. So now you get to relax and release as best as you can. Good. And this side may need something different. Okay. Yeah, and honor that. Okay. Whatever you're choosing, choose your breath first. Good. Choose on those nice big full body inhales, full body exhales. When you're choosing to move, move with intention, move with purpose. Good. A few more moments. Letting this right side catch up with the left. Okay, good. Slowly take your time. Start to walk your hands under your shoulders, lifting up. And again, go nice and slow, okay? And again, come out of pigeon pose however you want to, okay? Ugh. Lots of grunting and groaning over here. I do apologize. Oh. Okay. All right, y'all. And then we're going to go ahead and, if you're in downward dog, you can come on down onto your knees, and we're going to make our way into some legs up the wall. Okay. And as you can see, I do have a wall space, just not in camera view, but I'm going to use my couch. Okay. So if you have a bed, a couch, any chairs you want to use, we're just going to finish up in that way. Okay. So my mom and I, we're going to use the couch space. Okay. So just give us a second to kind of readjust here. And you don't even have to move your mat if you don't want to. You don't necessarily need it for this portion of your practice, okay? Yeah, so even if your couch is like low or high, you can just bring your hips as close as you can to the floorboard or the couch, the base of the couch, and you can just swing your legs around, and you're just gonna drape your legs over the couch. Yeah. Yeah, perfect. Okay, and yeah, everyone, I know everyone's couches are all made differently. So if for some reason, you're not feeling comfortable, you can always slide a pillow, straighten your legs, under, like up towards the sky. You can always put a pillow under your legs if you want them a little bit higher, like under your calves, if that feels better. Does that feel better than the other way? Okay, yeah, this couch is like, it's a little beat up. It's from my childhood. So I added a cushion so it's like level for my mom's legs. It's like nice and flat here, okay? And again, same thing, if you're on a hard surface with your, like a stool, you can always place a pillow underneath there, okay? And let's just place our hands on our ribs, okay? And take a nice big deep inhale in through your nose. Big exhale out through your mouth. Good, inhale in through your nose. Good, big exhale out through your mouth. Good, and just breathe like this. Good. Good, a few more deep breaths here. Once you start to find that rhythm of your breath, just like let it go. And I know we just finished up doing a pretty big hip opener, okay, but we're gonna just add a little one here as well, okay? So from here, you're just going to take your right ankle and you're gonna cross it over your left knee. Yeah. So you're doing your figure four glute stretch. So right ankle over your left knee. You'll energetically press your right knee towards the couch or towards the wall. Okay, if your leg is straight against the wall, you can start to bend the left knee a little bit. And then if it's already bent, you can interlace your hands around the left leg. And then we'll come into the figure four stretch. Okay, yeah. And again, this can be relaxed. You can release your left foot on the couch or on the wall. Okay, yeah. Does not have to be super strenuous. Okay, but at least you're getting a nice extra little glute release stretch here. And again, you're welcome to stay as long as you need to. Okay, I'm just kind of gonna flow through this just a little bit, okay? And then go ahead and release your left leg, unwind your right leg, okay? Relax them, give them a little shake out, a little wag. Yeah. And then we'll switch sides, okay? Left ankle over your right knee for the figure four glute stretch, okay? And again, you can start small. So you can start by just energetically pressing this left knee away from you. You can use your hands. And then when you're ready, you can start to bend that right leg or interlace your hands around your right hamstring for the glute stretch. Good. And you can even relax this leg on the couch. Yeah, your right leg. Good. Nice gentle breath, everyone. Okay, try to see if you can soften your shoulders. Okay. Yeah. Once we start to like kind of grip and bring our right leg in, our shoulders creep up. Okay. So soften your shoulders, soften your head and your neck. Okay, good. And again, remember you're welcome to stay a little bit longer. Otherwise, you can start to release your right leg, unwind your left. And then again, just kind of shake out your legs here, let them relax. Okay. And of course, at any point, if you want to just come into Shavasana, you are more than welcome to. Okay, this is going to be the end of our practice. So I'm going to join you all with legs up the couch, legs up the wall. But again, if it's not working for you, you can go ahead and make your way onto your mat for our final resting posture. Okay, and again, of course, if there's anything else you want to do, go for it. Happy baby pose. Yeah, if you want to come into seated meditation, that's awesome as well too. I know allergies are, kind of happening right now. So if you feel like you're draining at all, okay, sit up or, always place a pillow under your head in your Shavasana. Okay. And we're just going to hang out here just for a few final moments of rest, of release here in our Shavasana. And start with the crown of your head. Feel a puff of air just moving through each strand of hair. Let your forehead soften as if water is just pouring just down your forehead, just onto the ground. Okay, so find that release. Think about your throat softening, your ribs, your low back. Allow your hips to feel anchored and heavy, supportive. In whatever position you're in, let your legs be heavy and soft. You use them all day, even when you're sitting, right? Our legs get a nice little release here. Take a nice big deep inhale in through your nose. And then big exhale out through your mouth. Start to just move around a little bit, maybe wiggling your toes, shifting your head from side to side. And you start to invite larger movement back into your bodies, bending your knees and your elbows a few times. And when you're ready, stretching your arms up over your head, gathering your knees into your chest. Good. And then just making your way onto your side. And using your arms and your legs to help you come on up to a seated position. Okay, good. And let's come into Hedydra Mudra. Okay, so place your right hand on your heart and then your left hand on top of it. Okay. And allow your hands to press into your sternum, but let your sternum lift up into your hands. Standing, sitting up nice and tall, right? Okay, so we're sitting and then standing on those hips, sitting bones. Good. Good. Just take a moment to just acknowledge how you feel now versus when you first started class. And gently just joining your palms together to touch at your heart center. And slowly just begin to smile in honor of your practice. Namaste, everyone.